What's up, everybody? Stephen Young back again here, another episode of the Young Realty Podcast. So we are in our latest flip property, and I want to show you this. If you're listening to me on the radio, unfortunately you can't see, but it is a huge pile of garbage everywhere here in this property. And I want to talk to you today about these minor hurdles that will unfortunately keep most people at bay. So if you can see here in the video, if you're looking at the video, this place is chock full of garbage, wall to wall to wall garbage everywhere I go, every single bedroom, the kitchen, all the stuff is still left behind in the bathrooms. There's nothing in this place that isn't full of garbage, unfortunately, but that is the deal. Now, we've become very good and accustomed to buying properties. See this? Look at all that. Bathrooms full of garbage. Bedrooms are full of garbage. Look at this. Right to the ceiling with boxes full of garbage. So we've become really good at buying properties without these minor irritations up front. So you don't really want to have to get into work before you do your real work, which is like the demolition and construction, the changing the property. But look, unfortunately, sometimes that's the deal, right? It's been a few years since we've had a property like this where we've actually had to do work before we get started on the real work of making the change of the design. But hey, these are minor changes for me. But for most people, this property was on the market. It was public to everybody for months. I think it was 3 months this was on the market, sitting on the market, and it obviously scared away every single purchaser except for myself. I saw through all of this. And it's not just about the garbage. Look, this is probably 2 guys, 4 hours of work. It might cost me, I don't know, it might cost me $400 of labor work, and it might cost me another $500 of actual garbage removal. So I'll be under $1,000. And this has stopped every single purchaser except for myself from buying the property. Now, it's an irritant for sure, and it looks gross, and it doesn't smell great, but it doesn't smell bad. I've smelled way worse than this place, but it just smells old. It's not a garbage smell; it just smells old. But it doesn't affect me anymore. It used to. I think when I first started out, I'd see stuff like this, say, I don't want to do the work, and that's probably what leaves behind most people. And when it gets down to it, look, there's going to be days in real estate flipping and real estate investing. It's going to be difficult. You're going to run into people like this. It's not exempt from any market that I've been in, any city. They all have it. We got students all across North America. They have send me pictures and videos all the time. This is the same thing. It's not exempt to where, it's not exclusive to where I work. This happens all over the world. But the point of today's message and the lesson today is you are going to have difficult days. You're going to have days where you want to give up. You're going to have days where the seller leaves their whole place full of garbage behind for you to clean up. Unfortunately, that's humans. That's how it goes, sadly. And when they realize that you're probably going to make it a profit, there's something that kicks in and they just say, let him deal with it, sort of thing. And it doesn't make a difference to me anymore. I'm not personally offended by it. I'm not personally affected by it. We paid $920 for this property. It's the 6th one like it that we were going to do in this building. We will sell for just over $1.3 million. Net profit on it is going to be about $180,000, something in that range. Depends on what we do when we get into it, and of course the design. But we're pretty good with the budget now at this point in time. So it'll be about $180,000 profit, which isn't bad. It'll be about 6 weeks of work. This will add a half of a day and about $1,000. Okay, so for $1,000, this turned away 100% of all purchasers except for myself. So now, let that sink in for a little bit. Would you walk away from a property like this that you're going to make $180,000 for? Are you going to walk away because you have to spend $1,000 on garbage removal before you get started? Are you going to walk away because it may seem not so cookie cutter, may not seem so easy to do on the outset? Maybe there's something you don't know how to do. Is that going to stop you? Is that going to prevent you from making a big profit? Look, at the end of the day, you have to see through all of this stuff. You have to adjust your mindset and your own viewpoint of, you'll see what it looks like on the back end as you walk through it. I already see how this place is going to be finished. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. We're going to have a detail on the ceiling. We're going to have pot lights everywhere. It's going to be bright. We're going to open up walls. The kitchen's going to look fantastic. But look, I can see through all this garbage, but most people cannot, unfortunately. But that's my not a gift, but it's just, I've been doing it for so long I can see through all of it. But it's a big advantage because most people, unfortunately, they're just going to come in here and you're just going to see the garbage. They can't even see the beautiful view because they can't even get to that point. They can't even get to the windows, so they can't even see the views. look, I can see all that stuff. I can see through it, and you need to do as well. There's going to be days where it's difficult. I get it. I've been there, but you got to get through it, because at the end of the day, what's on the back end of this is a lifestyle that you're going to absolutely love. You're going to have money in your pocket. You're going to have money in the bank. You have money to reinvest in real estate. Buy a big portfolio. You could get into larger scale real estate, but the first step starts with getting that property. And this property is ripe for the picking. It was here for 3 months that anybody could have purchased, and they didn't. But I came upon it now. I got it. We're going to do it. Make some good money. And I want you to join us and walk through this. So follow me to millions. You can go to check out our website, followmetomillions.com, and then we'll show you the journey that we go through and how we do it. And hopefully you can do the same.